Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas. His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep shit up, his ass going to prison.
Then he wanna talk about some other like this being shit. This being shit. No, I'm being real. You lying. You lying. You over here flagging. You're cat. Don't be in this bitch. Wait till I come back in the market late night, and then it's just you, and I slap you up. Yeah. You trying to act off, son? All like this in front of all your people. Tell your mama I said Happy Mother's Day, and then Karen in my face and shit. Like what?
Stand by right here for me. 32, I'm 10 extend, 1 detain. Spread your legs slightly. I just need to pat you down.
King Harris might really be facing the nightmare his dad warned him about. After years of T.I. telling his son to chill before he wrecked his whole future, the streets are buzzing that a judge could slam him with a 5-year prison sentence, 5 years behind bars. And here's the wildest part, T.I. literally predicted this back in 2022, saying if King didn't switch up, this was exactly where he'd end up. Honestly, nobody can act shocked because King been leaving red flags everywhere. From reckless driving, that viral Waffle House brawl, and flexing guns in music videos, he's been stacking bad moves like trophies. By 2024, it all came crashing down, literally. The arrest footage showed him nearly smashing into a cop car, speeding like crazy, strapped with a gun on his hip, and with that old 2022 warrant finally creeping back on him. It was like karma came collecting every single mistake all at once, and what makes it even heavier, the timing. Just weeks after getting locked up, King became a dad. He was on Instagram bragging about his newborn, dropping a song called Dear Son, and acting like he was ready to grow up. But instead of stepping into fatherhood, he's staring down a judge who could strip away 5 years of his life. This is how fast things spiraled. King went from living like the son of a hip-hop legend to possibly fighting for his freedom in court. The downfall really kicked off in October 2024, the day King Harris officially crashed out. Pulling out of a gas station in his BMW, he almost rammed straight into a cop car. You can't make this up. The officers pulled up and immediately knew it was trouble. First, the smell of weed hit them. Then, they spotted the gun on his hip. At that point, it was game over.
Yes, sir.
There's one in the head.
Does your buddy have one as well?
It's guns in here.
All right, just hang tight right here for me. Let me clear this. I don't want any accidental fires.
There's no safety. You gotta take.
There's no safety.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna mess around with that too much. Let me just set this down right here. Dude, step out for me. Yes, sir. Place your hands behind your back for me. All right, right now you're just being detained. You're not under arrest. We're gonna be at the church. Alright, I appreciate you being cool, man. We're just gonna take a look at this information, make sure it's valid.
I ain't tripping this.
Just take a step to the side for me.
And when they ran his name, boom. Turns out he still had that 2022 warrant on his back for speeding, driving on a suspended license, and a DUI. And instead of showing up to court like anyone else, he straight up dipped. That one mistake from 2022 just sat there like a ticking time bomb, and in 2024, it finally exploded. The arrest video that leaked online, first posted by street blogs and later spreading everywhere, runs nearly 30 minutes, and it's crazy to watch. You see the cops drag King out, snatch the gun off his hip, cuff him up, pat him down, and toss him in the back seat like it's a scene straight out of a movie. King didn't blow up or act wild, but you could tell he was annoyed, like he knew this time there was no talking his way out. The footage shows every second from him getting yanked out the car to being locked in the patrol ride. Even one of the officers admitted King stayed calm and didn't fight, but it didn't matter. He still ended up in DeKalb County Jail before they shipped him over to Pickens. And just like that, King went from flexing for the gram to sitting in a cold cell while the whole internet watched. That's the part that hit hardest, because T.I. already warned the world years ago.
Think I ain't spoke to my son. Think I ain't told my son, his mama, and his grandmamas. His ass going to prison. If you goddamn keep that shit up, his ass going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody stop it but him. You know what I mean? I've already had the conversation. I've already made my peace with it. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's going to turn out.
Back in 2022, when King first started spiraling, Tip hopped on Instagram and made it crystal clear. If his son didn't slow down, prison was waiting. He wasn't just talking as a dad worried about his boy, he was speaking as someone who's been through that same fire. Tip even said it word for word, time is gonna be his teacher. And now, that teacher just showed up in the ugliest way possible, a 5-year sentence hanging over King's head. When clips of King's arrest started spreading, fans dug up that old video of T.I. talking and wouldn't let it go. Some folks were like, see? He spoke it into existence. While others felt bad for him, saying it must hurt to watch your own warning come true. Either way, everybody agreed. T.I. saw the storm coming, but King refused to listen. And speaking of King not listening, remember that Waffle House meltdown back in 2022? That was the first time people started looking sideways at him, like, oh yeah, this kid is headed straight for trouble.
But what I'm saying is, they wasn't.
You can talk like that outside.
Hey, I can talk how the fuck I want to wherever I'm at. I'm on live, shawty. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. This ain't your fucking restaurant. This ain't your fucking restaurant. Everything you make, I can pull out my pocket right now. I ain't tripping on you. I ain't tripping. Get the hell out of my face. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. Who the hell is he? What's your name?
What's your name?
My name King. You know it and your mama know it. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Tell your mama Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. File your shit.
Come back.
What? On game what? On game what? Come here. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. I'll show you what I do. Come here. Come here. Come on.
That Waffle House fiasco was the first real moment everybody started side-eyeing King Harris. A video went viral of him going off on the staff, screaming, pointing, trying to act bigger than he really was. You could tell he wanted to prove something, but instead of looking tough, he came off entitled and completely out of control. And the wildest part, even T.I. couldn't defend him this time. Tip went live afterward and straight up said he was perplexed, like genuinely confused as to why his son even stopped to argue with a short-order cook in the first place. He couldn't wrap his head around why King felt the need to match that energy at all. It made no sense. That clip of King screaming in Waffle House is still one of the most embarrassing moments for the Harris family. But if the Waffle House drama was a mess, the gun situation was even worse. Remember when T.I. and Boosie had to check their sons on camera? That whole clip went viral for a reason. King and Boosie's son, 2D Raw, were filming a music video, but instead of focusing on the music, they turned the set into what looked like a trap house. Guns everywhere, flexing like it was a street war instead of a shoot. That's when the dads had enough. You can hear T.I. stepping in, basically telling them, why y'all even toting guns when you got girls right here? Talk about love. From there, he launched into a full lecture, breaking it all down. How one slip up with a gun or some drugs around could land them straight in jail, and the craziest thing, he wasn't even going hard on them. He was literally giving them the blueprint to avoid the same mistakes he made back in his day. The clip of T.I. and Boosie pulling their boys aside got tons of praise from fans. People said it was refreshing to see two rap legends actually trying to guide their kids instead of just letting them spiral, but the problem was King. He wasn't hearing it. You could tell by his face, by his vibe, that everything was going in one ear and out the other. King might have heard his dad's words, but he clearly wasn't absorbing the message. And what really had fans raising eyebrows wasn't just his music videos or his hot temper, it was his personal life.
Treat mine like you treat yours.
Why y'all got so much time, bro? Why y'all always gotta have?
What is it about
It's not illegal to have.
Well, in the manner in which you portraying in the lifestyle, it don't look legitimate, sir.
Cause I'm not supporting no whore. I'm not.
Ain't doing.
I'm not.
What kind of parents don't support their kids in their goddamn slide? Bigger than you popping it. And then got your book there. So just go 12 pull up and they say, hey, who do you belong to? Who raised their hand? Somebody got to raise their hand.
I've been seeing him around too here a lot.
You gonna raise your own hand?
I've been seeing him around too like that.
Well, when you got it ain't it ain't.
I know that.
When y'all got around those people, they call it's not the possession of a commission of a crime, sir. That is a felony.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The biggest shock came when he popped up with a baby mama that instantly had everybody talking. The mother of his child, who goes by Big Nana, was rumored to be way older than King, and people did not hold back. Some swore she was only messing with him for money, others called her a groupie trying to lock down a check. Either way, the age gap had social media buzzing like crazy. But King, he didn't care at all. In fact, he leaned all the way in, threw her a whole baby shower, showed her off, and bragged every chance he got.
You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're my sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself...
By November 2024, when their son was born, King couldn't stop celebrating. He even dropped a track called Dear Son and captioned one post with, November 5th, 8:09 a.m. Welcome King Jr. Time to take over. For a quick second, it looked like maybe fatherhood was gonna humble him, like he was finally ready to switch lanes and grow up. But of course, the timing was brutal. While King was cradling his newborn and playing proud dad on Instagram, that arrest video was circulating everywhere, reminding the world he was already in deep trouble. The whole situation felt like two different versions of King colliding, the young father who wanted to step up and the reckless kid who couldn't stay out of drama. And honestly, the saddest part? Nobody was shocked.
A lot of people hit me up like, King, I know you tired. You ain't getting no sleep. And the truth be told, before this little I ain't been getting no sleep. You know what I'm saying? I just been outside working, lifestyle. You know, lifestyle just lifing. You know what I'm saying? And, but now I'm damn sure not getting no sleep. This up every morning, and then around the morning time, he like to do that little live concert I be doing with him. And, he like to walk around the house.
Fans had been warning for years that his wild behavior was going to catch up sooner or later. And now, here it was, full circle, just like everybody predicted. If that judge really hands him 5 years, don't be surprised if T.I. looks more heartbroken than angry. Because yeah, he saw it coming and tried to stop it. Yeah, T.I. tried to guide him every step of the way. But when it's your own child sitting in a courtroom shackled up, that pain cuts deeper than words. And if you've ever seen their podcast together, you already know the bond between them is real, which is exactly why this whole situation would break T.I. even harder. And let's be real, it's not just gonna hurt emotionally, it's gonna hit his image too. People are already dragging him online, saying he failed as a father, that all the money, all the wisdom, all the fame in the world couldn't keep his son from crashing out. If King actually gets sentenced, those voices are only gonna get louder, especially since T.I. built his whole brand around being that OG dad who knows better and teaches lessons. But at the same time, Tip has always made it clear, no matter how messy it gets, his love for King is unconditional. So best believe, even if he's disappointed, he'll still be the first one standing by his son in that courtroom front and center.
You know what I'm saying? Kind of woo-saw yourself outside of the public opinion. Then I think, you know, because I tell you what, I have the greatest, most extensive family photo album. I can document and, like, I could go back to when King was Eris's age. I can go back to when Major was my granddaughter's age.
Of course, the internet had plenty to say once that arrest footage and court updates started making the rounds. The reactions were wild, some people clowning, others weirdly impressed, and a lot just hoping King finally wakes up and gets it together. One fan even commented, King is enjoying every minute, knowing he might go viral. He knows he's being recorded, and honestly, you can see that in the video. He wasn't spazzing, he wasn't fighting back. King stayed calm, maybe even a little too calm, almost like he knew the cameras were rolling and it was just another moment to feed the blogs. But here's where it gets even messier. The court date hanging over King's head isn't just about him, it's about the whole Harris legacy. Fans keep pointing out that when you grow up in the spotlight, with cameras in your face since birth, every slip-up hits way harder because the world's watching like it's a reality show. And King, he's giving them a season finale with no commercial breaks. Now the big question is whether the judge is going to make an example out of him. 5 years is no small number, and the DA already knows this case is high profile. That means every move in the courtroom is going to get picked apart on blogs, podcasts, and social media. King isn't just fighting for his freedom, he's fighting against becoming a cautionary tale. And people online are split, half of them saying jail might be the only thing that snaps him into reality, and the other half saying locking him up will just make him worse. Some even claim this whole thing feels like a setup, like the system's waiting to humble the son of a hip-hop icon just to prove a point. Meanwhile, King isn't backing down. He's still posting, still flexing like nothing's wrong, and that's what really scares fans. Instead of laying low, he's leaning into the spotlight even more, dropping snippets, showing off designer fits, acting like he's untouchable. It's almost like he sees the trial as just another stage, another way to keep his name trending.
Man, get out.
So I ain't know
Get
Tupac
out!
was an actor.
Get out!
I thought that was a lookalike Tupac.
What are you talking about? You never seen Juice?
Yeah, I did. I thought that was a lookalike
Wait,
Tupac.
No, what about when they say Tupac Shakur on the screen?
I ain't see that.
Come on, bro. What are you talking
I don't
about?
watch the credits.
How could you embarrass me like this?
But here's the truth. When the courtroom doors close, none of that Instagram energy is gonna matter. It's just gonna be King, the lawyers, and a judge who already knows his whole record front to back. And if that gavel comes down with 5 years attached, the internet might not be laughing anymore. It might be the day King Harris officially pays the price for every reckless move that led him here. Then came the wildest take, the crowd calling this King's so-called street cred moment. One person even commented, "That man finally got his street cred." He been telling y'all he outside, and that right there shows just how twisted this whole thing is. Instead of celebrating his newborn son, people are acting like King is chasing a jail record just to prove he's real. But not every comment was harsh. Some folks actually tried to give him grace. One fan wrote, "He gonna be fine. He's been doing good since his son was born, so I'm wishing him blessings. He handled himself well." That's the other side of the story. People hoping fatherhood might actually ground him, even if prison ends up being part of his lesson. For T.I. though, it's like deja vu, watching history repeat itself in the worst way. The same system he fought tooth and nail to survive is now pulling his own son under. And the coldest part? Deep down, Tip saw this coming years ago. He warned, he lectured, he tried, but King's choices are now speaking louder than anything his dad ever said. So let's not get it twisted. This isn't just King Harris acting out for headlines. This is the real deal, the real possibility of prison time, the real consequence of his decisions, and the real test of what fatherhood means when your son is standing in front of a judge. Because if that 5-year sentence becomes official, King's story won't just be another viral clip, it'll be a life-altering stamp he'll never shake off.